Alright, what is good, y'all? Something go crazy. We're here today with a very special video. Shouts out to ViniiTube for this video. First and foremost, this is theirs, you know what I'm saying? Link will be in the description as always. Make sure you go subscribe to their channel, leave a like on this video, and run up the watch time for them as well. But slide on that like button before we get into this. This is the top 10 best anime fights of spring 2023. I decided, like, at first I was low-key about to make a video today, checking out a whole bunch of summer anime trailers, but then I realized I forgot the name of that anime convention because I'm too broke to ever go to it. Hopefully next year. That is my goal, to be able to do stuff like that, fly all the way out. But yeah, whatever that anime convention is, that big place where they show all the different anime. I heard the name, I just can't remember it at the moment. Yeah, I know they're still showing other trailers, so I was like, okay, I'll wait for all these trailers to come out, then I'll start doing videos like that if y'all are interested in that, anime trailers. And then also I can't wait for the opening to start coming out. But I was like, yeah, since spring, I think there's like a couple other anime that'll air this week, but after that we're pretty much wrapping up. Then next week again to summer, I was like, you know what, let's go out with a bang. So we're checking out the top 10 anime fights of spring. I didn't watch that many anime this season, but hopefully this can put me on to some heat and I can see some fire that I do recognize. I don't know what the hell this is. Hope y'all doing good as always though.
This anime spring season 2023 was
full
of
Vinland.
bangers and shows that took the anime
Snake versus Thorfinn was peak. I have not seen Mashle.
Vinland Saga made their
Oh yeah, that's
comebacks.
Demon Saga. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Hell's Paradise made sure
Hell's
they
Paradise
could
is fire.
stand with the best anime out there. With that comes fights and battles, and this season stacked
Is that One
them.
Piece?
From the iconic
Ooh,
mage
Black
that
Clover.
can only use explosion magic to one of the most
I'm
awaited
tripping. I didn't
battles
watch
of all
Konosuba
One Piece.
anime.
This
Oh
is the
my
best
god, I'm
anime
so.
fights of spring 2023.
And they announced season 3, bro. I'm smoking all types of. Damn, Nick. Oh.
What happens when Harry Potter meets One Punch Man?
So you telling me? Oh, fighting with the wizards.
Well, this
Breaking
is
the
what
wand
happens
is crazy.
precisely in Mashle's fight against Silver. Silver, being the Harry Potter villain that he is, took a girl hostage and forced Mashle's friend into a challenge just to beat him up with his Iron Fist magic. Mash decides to step in with his triceps magic, which is basically just him being super magic.
You see how he's breaking all that?
With his triceps magic,
Oh, this anime lit like that?
just
I heard
him
mixed
being
reviews. I heard
super
some people
strong,
gas
kicks
saying it's the most
snot
peak
out
thing, and a lot of
Silver
niggas saying it was
showing
ass. I don't
emotions.
know.
A monster even appeared out of nowhere, and Mash just flicked it in the air. Being new, it's not the level of One Punch Man's animation, but it is good nonetheless. Their animation style is unique, but it has its charms. The music in this battle was also something to look out for because it definitely helped in making a more exciting atmosphere.
Oh, hold
Mashle
up.
is
This
one
looks
action-packed
actually
series,
clean.
so there'll be more fights to look forward to. In this battle, strength won over magic, but will that be the case for the future?
This is a good commentator. Will that be the same for the future? That's the fire. They showed this man getting his ass beat and all that glass. Bro. Thing before we get into Heavenly Delusion, you know what's crazy? I was actually gonna check this out in my spare time, this anime, but the thing, like, I'm not gonna instantly just say that I assume that the whole thing is bad, but you know, I don't have that much time. I gotta check out a bunch of other things and work on things. Like, life is busy, especially when you're a content creator. So I was like, at first I was gonna make some time, like force it into my schedule, but then I heard and then saw this one manga chapter, like in it that y'all have seen now. I think it was a finale. That was crazy. That was the episode before the finale. I was like, second thought, I'm good off that, but I still heard the series is fire. But I just sadly did not watch it for that reason. I was like, I don't even want to get to that part and be upset.
In a post-apocalyptic Japan
Seeing some weird shit.
supernatural creatures lurking.
I heard a lot of people it's their number one though
Yeah,
for
this
the
sounds like
season.
a mishmash of every genre out there, but Heavenly Delusion is one of the most well-animated fights this season. While being surrounded by a group of thugs, Kiruko decides to retreat, but Maru, being the badass that he is, decides to just get it over with and fight. The thing with Maru is that the boy has great physical abilities and special powers to slay supernatural beasts, making him a bit of an outlier. He dodges everything from knives to pipes and beats them up with a little bit of that parkour action.
Hold on, okay, this nigga is clean.
And the movements were more fluid than some action anime out there, but there's more still to come.
Okay. Dead Mount Deathplay. Yo, shout out to my bro DS. I can't speak. This music is so loud. I just threw off my train of thought. My bro DSG Josh, bro. He's been checking out the anime for this and react to it, but I haven't seen it yet. He's been gassing it though. Facts, he got no attention.
Starts off right at the beginning of the series when the Corpse God faces the Calamity Crusher, a fabled hero bent on destroying the villainous necromancer who goes by the moniker of Corpse God. You can definitely tell who
Corpse God.
Here, right? Wrong. It's actually the Corpse God himself. The Calamity Crusher, clad in armor, fights against the enormous necromancer using both magic and his sword to take it down. The fight even showcases the dragons being summoned against against the hero, which he proceeds to take out as other soldiers look on. But the
So the protagonist got cooked.
that even the others aren't sure whether Sir Shagrua will be able to take down the corpse god. From dragons to fighting an army of skeletons to awesome magic, the fight has quite a bunch of stuff going for it. Even though the CGI may be off-putting for some, overall it's pretty good. The battle truly looks like the final fight.
I'm sorry, I'm so immersed right now.
Watching an entire series.
He's gassing
just
it.
at the beginning.
Dead Mount Death Play, huh? Okay. Ooh, I'm actually gonna watch this soon. I'm assuming he doesn't show too much footage, especially to avoid copyright, so I shouldn't get spoiled too hard. But I'm actually about to watch this soon. I don't know if it'll be on Patreon or in my spare time. I know that someone put in a request for me to check out the prologue, which I'm gonna check out tomorrow. And then check out the Patreon link in the pinned comment as always, and description for sure.
So
let's see. I've heard really good things about this though.
Witch from Mercury, Guel versus Shaddiq. Fans of the Gundam franchise are there specifically for the sci-fi goodness that the numerous series has to offer.
I usually do not care for mecha at all.
Up a notch or two. If you think the Witch
but hers not like very
more
focused on
than
that.
the rest
So
of the shows in the series, then you couldn't be more wrong. With the pilots both having engaging backstories, the fight becomes a 2 versus 1, and in the end, it seems that no one won with all the mobile suits destroyed. The
damn!
Brilliant, and the
his arms and legs gone at the same time, like.
Considering that it wasn't just a fight of mobile suits, but rather a clash of ideals, puts the entirety of the fight on even higher ground. The lighting was done very well.
Okay, they're throwing hands. Hold up, this actually looks heat.
Mostly seeing mechs and not the characters.
It's a good list so far.
Gundam delivers to its fans.
That is insane. My heart would drop. This fight was fire. This fight was fire as hell. Especially near the end. I won't spoil just in case. He might show the scene, but
appeals to a more mature audience with a mix of both.
My man Gabimaru went crazy.
This series has a lot of
oh my god, this show was fire.
But there's one that stood out from the rest. Gabimaru versus Zujin. The fight itself was when the local Shinobi faced off against the domestic godlike immortal. Gabimaru has been shown to be an incredibly vicious fighter with no qualms over killing, but his opponent this time was too much
such a good
to deal with. Initially, Gabimaru seems like he has the upper hand, but he soon realizes that Zujin's immortality is troublesome as Zujin brings Gabimaru to the edge. Even after mustering all his strength,
there it is. That's the oh my god, the tension in that scene, bro.
The fight is amazing and truly encompasses the power of the villains, as at the end of it, our protagonist had to be rescued from utter demise. This goes to show that in the world of Hell's Paradise, no matter how strong you are, there are always terrifying monsters that are more powerful than you.
You know, I think another episode comes out in 2 days, if I'm not mistaken. As of the time I'm making this video, those of y'all, I think it's episode 12. I'm not gonna lie, this episode was fire, but to me, not even just like based off only fights, but just like with everything, context, the story, the tension, the music, I think episode 12 was the best so far. I'm just saying that that shit was crazy. But this was insane too. I was like, yeah. Oh, I don't even remember this part. Oh my god. Your top 5 gotta be peak. Now I'm not saying that me personally, like Vinland Saga was not my number 1 or anything of the season, but it was up there. That shit was fire, especially part 2. I feel part 2 was way stronger than part 1, but this fight specifically might be my fight of the season. Actually, I don't know, Demon Slayer had some fire fights. It wasn't as crazy as season 2, but Thorfinn versus Snake, the stakes was crazy, and we've really seen Thorfinn get back into action for the first time in how long? Yes, like, bro, that shit was sexy. And Snake was my favorite character for part 2, bro.
Wait a minute, who are you?
That was loud as hell in my headset.
Season 2 started off with Thorfinn having
I really gotta stop watching these videos with such high volume.
Vicious killer, but it doesn't mean
that's how I get immersed though.
More amazing fights. The two ended up in a struggle after Thorfinn decided to help Arnheid and Einar out by helping Gundam.
Shout out Arnheid.
The justice-seeking Snake caught them, and a gorgeously choreographed fight ensued. Snake's skill was apparently even greater than Askeladd, and Thorfinn himself realized that he was the fastest person he'd ever fought.
Actually, yeah, he did say that. I
forgot. It was a treat for sore eyes, and the animation didn't disappoint, even though the fight was cut short. From the way Snake thrusts his sword to
honestly, I didn't even think the fight was cut short. It didn't have like a victor, but
for the characters and full of nostalgia for us viewers.
Oh my god, this was so good, bro. Thorfinn was really throwing hands with one of the most dangerous men out here, barehanded and holding his ground. Like, that shit was so sexy. Okay, so he did include the Black Clover movie. Actually, okay, if we're including movies, this would probably be my number one, or at least for spring. This was so damn fire. That's my goal.
One of the coolest in the series. There are a bunch of epic fights in
the
new Clover movie, but the one that takes the cake is definitely the
easily Asta. Easily Asta.
Who doesn't want to see our protagonist fight a wizard king bent on
He gassed the
entire nation? The
I'm gonna chill on the cursing.
And a clash of ideals takes place, backed up with stunning animation from Studio Pierrot, which
oh
is
my god
compared to the series. Everything from Conrad's attacks to Asta's demon form was eye candy to any anime fan. With the country on the line, Asta uses the Imperial sword along with his demon form.
Oh my god, this monk, bro.
Spell, leading to one of the most
that is my goat right there.
Fight. It's not just the animation, even
top
the
pro
tags.
tags.
All we can say is the wait was definitely worth it.
And they did exactly what I said. I literally said that during my movie reaction. I said if they do what they did in episode 100, it's instantly peak. The little black and white thing should. Oh my god.
But will probably make you want to start watching.
Okay, this is an intro, yeah. Oh, we included Chinese anime. That's why I've never heard of this. Okay. Damn.
Guardians is a Chinese anime, and this fight scene is actually better than some mainstream anime. After an amazing
this does look crazy. The frame rate looks a little weird. Well, I don't know if that's what it is, the frame rate per se, if that's the right term for it. I can't tell. It just looks like a little bit oddly slow motion, but it might just be the footage.
The fight between the
three
was nothing short of thrilling. As swords clash,
they mad close for how long the swords are. Oh my god.
They had depth to it as well because of the double-headed snake sacrifice and the godly combo the two.
Oh, that's crazy. That's some Piccolo Raditz Goku shit. Like, finish him, Goku head at. Like,
Changuren bites the dust in one of the most spectacular finishing slashes.
I don't know why.
Anime, as Dalmar gives some of the coldest life advice ever. This goes to show that Chinese animation is getting better and better. Japanese anime might have some competition from now.
Maybe commentary. This reminds me of Dororo, or is that what it's called? Dororo? Yeah, Dororo. I was like a Boba, whatever, fuck. Okay, this fight was godly. This right here. I feel like
we're back with the anime that has a
last episode is definitely the best. Okay, in terms of visual effects though, that was the episode 5 peak, literal peak. I wonder what's number 1.
Fights, but only one could come out on top, and it's Muichiro versus Gyoko. A young Hashira
I agree if he's just talking about this part of the episode. What was this, like episode 8 or 9, I believe? I could be wrong. I do think the very finale for finishing him, it was cool, but it was not that lit. It was kind of underwhelming. But this part building up to it before we knew what the demon's actual abilities were, at least his transformation or whatever.
Considering what happened to the beloved
this was peak.
When he fought Upper Moon 3 Akaza. Not to mention how Uzi,
you gonna remind us of that?
Lost his left arm and eye when he fought Gyutaro, the Upper Moon 6. So Muichiro's fight with Gyoko had every viewer at the edge of their seats. Initially, it seemed like Muichiro was trapped for good in Gyoko's water bubble, but Muichiro reignites his will to live, breaks out of the bubble, and goes towards Gyoko with the fabled mark.
That man was trapped in that bubble for like 5 episodes.
Just saw another banger of a battle. Each sword swing.
Yeah, he's showing these scenes. This is probably what he's talking about. Yeah, this was so damn fire, bro.
God himself.
Oh my god.
As bad as this kid as he sliced an Upper Moon to pieces.
That was fire. That was fun. Everything else about the finale of the fight was kind of hit or miss, but that part, oh my god, that was so satisfying. Oh, it's that One Piece fight everybody was gassing. Okay. Zoro versus King. Woo! I need to read this at some point. I don't think I'm gonna do the anime unless I end up just like watching the anime when I get farther in. Just because of the pacing, I can't do the pacing.
Thing with flames coming out of his back, a super epic fight scene. That's what. Zoro, Luffy's most trusted crewmate and the vice captain of the Straw Hats Pirates, fights against King, Kaido's strongest subordinate and the lone survivor of the Lunarian race.
I just want to say, when I did try to watch the anime though, Zoro was easily like the top character for me. The only character I really fiended for every time he came on screen. I was like, that is my dude.
First mate was absolutely amazing, with great visuals and a great soundtrack to boot. Zoro brought out all the stops since King had the ability to make himself invulnerable, whether the Lunarian frames on his back were active. The animations were out of this world, and Toei definitely learned something from Ufotable. From the flame dragons to Zoro's sword strikes, everything was on point. In the end, it was the King of Hell that came out on top after a spectacular display.
That's his nickname, the King of Hell?
Have goosebumps.
Pause. Why you got him with all that meat in his mouth?
And let's just say Toei made people pass out from the godly animation.
Bro, I can't see all these boxes. I respect it though. He's trying to get his bag.
And those are our top picks for the best fights in spring 2023. There were
That
a
nigga
lot
just
of
carved his
banger fights this
initials?
season, and we know some didn't make.
Yo, shouts out Vinny. Appreciate it for letting me check out this video. Make sure link in the description. You go check out his video. Leave a like, all that. Subscribe to that man. But yeah, shit, I'm gonna end this here. That was fire though. I just wanted to check out that and see some of the things I might have missed. Also go back over some of the things I did see with y'all, at least on Patreon. And some of them, like Black Clover movie, Demon Slayer fight, those I edited up and put on YouTube too. So you know what I'm saying, all types of places. But and some of the, like for example, Thorfinn and Snake, I saw that by myself. But yeah, I'm excited for summer. One thing before I end the video though, I'm thinking y'all can let me know in the comments if you would like to see this. It's gonna be a lot of work because as y'all know, like I just don't be having hella time like that. But I might dedicate, if I could pace it well, like finding a time to watch all these anime. I think not all of them, but at least a huge majority, even the ones that aren't as popular, I might watch like almost every anime of summer and keep up with that, and then do a tier list and let y'all know how I feel about that by the end. That'd be pretty fire with that. But yeah, I'm trying to check out some of these trailers too whenever they come out on the channel. But yeah, hey, y'all want to see some more, make sure you like, subscribe, all that. Appreciate y'all, man. I'll catch y'all next one. As always, make sure you take it easy, go crazy. Love y'all, and peace.